Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotpearl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And today I am using the Goddess Guidance cards. And I'm just going to start by drawing 3 cards. And I just want a little bit of insight into what's coming up for us this week. Okay. So we'll start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Kali, and she's all about endings and beginnings. And Kali is the goddess of destruction. And if you actually see her in other drawings, she doesn't look as pretty or as nice as she does here. So she's usually pictured eating people and surrounded by corpses and blood and stuff like that. So she's definitely a goddess of destruction. Now the quote on the card says, "The old must be released so that the new can enter." So we're starting off the week Monday with this message that we do need to kind of let go or even destroy certain things in order to start fresh and create something new. So this could be as minor as just kind of letting go of maybe some of the stuff that's kind of left over from last week or the weekend. And then it can mean something major, like actually maybe clearing out your house, getting rid of things that you no longer use, letting go of old relationships that maybe aren't really working for you anymore, or even letting go of thought patterns and kind of habits that are no longer working for you. But the message is quite clear that if you don't get rid of things or let go of things or even destroy things, your life can become quite cluttered, and it can sort of hinder you from moving forward with things. And even though you're always, we're always moving forward, we're always growing, it can make the process much more slower if we're not able to let go of things and release things with ease. And I'm just noticing her third eye, which to me looks like it's like an eagle eye or a cat eye or something. But this is about clear seeing, and it's important to see things clearly. And in order to do that, we can't have a life that's, cluttered up with stuff. So Kali is here to encourage you to clear out your life wherever it feels like you're called to do that. So you'll know in your heart what aspects of your life need clearing out. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week, so Wednesday and Thursday. And we've got Green Tara. And the message on this card says, start delegating. Ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So here's the card that's really encouraging you to ask for help and to know that it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help or to even need help. I think most of you watching this probably are used to doing things on your own, and you might feel kind of a pressure to figure everything out on your own. And you might see it as a sign of kind of weakness to go outside of yourself for help. But the Green Tar is here to to encourage you to start delegating things and start asking for help. So I'm getting a couple things with this card. I think on a minor level, this is about delegating certain tasks that really drain your energy. And some of us don't even realize that some of the everyday things that we hate doing can sometimes be outsourced in some way. So just as an example, I really am getting sick and tired of grocery shopping. I feel like I spend like 80% of my life like making grocery lists and going to the store and buying food and stuff. And then a friend of mine told me that you can actually get your groceries delivered and you can shop online, and it's not really any more expensive. It's just that you know, you have to be home when they deliver, and you don't get to pick out, you know, the best tomatoes or whatever. You just kind of get what they pick out for you. But it's not any more expensive, and I thought, geez, that would make my life so much easier and so much more joyful if I didn't have to do that, if I didn't have to grocery shop all the time. So that's just kind of an example of, you know, a way that you can delegate something. And then on a deeper level, I feel like this card is speaking to you about being compassionate with yourself and letting go of that pressure that you place on yourself to figure everything out on your own. And I mean, the truth is that you do have everything inside of you that you need. But sometimes we need others to remind us of the strengths that we have. And we need others to help us remember how to use those strengths. And so when it comes to, I feel like this is kind of what happens when you maybe go for counseling, or you talk to a friend or family member about what's going on for you. Sometimes if that person is a really good listener and they're really helpful, they can kind of remind you of your strengths, and it will help you kind of get clear on what you need to do. Okay, so moving on to the weekend. Okay, nice. We've got Siege, I think that's how I pronounce it. She's all about quiet time, and she represents the weekend, so Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the phrase on this card says, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So it actually seems like this week is going to be quite an eventful week, particularly, I think, kind of spiritually eventful. I don't feel like it's going to be a really exhausting, busy week necessarily, but there's going to be a lot of shifts that you're going to be making spiritually. And so it's going to require quite a bit of energy, and it's going to feel quite exciting and maybe even chaotic at times. And so when the end of the week comes, it's important to have some alone time, to have some quiet time, and give yourself a chance to recharge. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sit in a room by yourself with the shades drawn and just meditate. I also get the sense, like, quiet time, this is about having a break from things that distract you, and having a break from things that take your energy, or you need a lot of energy for you to do them. So for example, like even things like listening to music or watching TV or whatever, and doing sort of busy things, if you feel like those things distract you and kind of drain your energy in any way, you might just want to take a little bit of a break from that this weekend. And definitely take a break from anything, this is going to sound weird, but anything really spiritual. So if you're the kind of person who puts a bit of pressure on yourself to, you know, do yoga and meditate and always be sort of spiritually working on yourself, or advancing and reading, you know, spiritual type books, this weekend is a good time to just take a break from that and give yourself permission to not progress for a couple of days, to just kick back and relax, and just give yourself a chance to kind of recoup some of that energy that you spent this week. Give yourself a time to kind of reinvigorate yourself. Okay, so taking a quick look at all of these cards. I'm not seeing anything else that's jumping out at me, but if you see something that stands out to you, please, by all means, feel free to share it in the comment section. I am just noticing the first card and the second card have a lot of stars in them, which I think is interesting. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an excellent week. And you can find out more about me and see more of my articles and readings at dailytarotgirl.com. And yes, once again, thank you so much for watching.